Hello guys, this is Avcoor and I would like to talk about the notices and the new content that has come out. First of all, let's talk about Bombers of Shinra. So Bombers of Shinra is something that I think they're doing that's new. I do miss the fact that you can move around and engage in bosses. I thought that was fun. But this is actually good because you can actually control the amount of difficulty that you face, so to speak. So the rewards I think are extremely important. Even if you're free to play, aiming for 1,500, 2,000 is doable. I'm going to do it on the free to play account. But the rewards after that are so good that you actually have to really apply yourself because I think it's worth it. The total points reward are really good as well. As you can see, not only are you getting material to build weapons, but you're actually getting money and you're actually getting materials to build your material and your overall account and your character stream. So there's a lot of versatility here and what you can get in order to build your account. So just keep that in mind that you don't have to get intimidated by the content because it's not that bad. It's just team construction will actually take some time or some thought depending on what you have. If you're a consistent Tifa player, then you'll have an easier time than most. So as you can see, stage 110 is a place where you can stop, and there's nothing wrong with that. The rest are just gems and money, but getting mithril ingots is like darn near impossible in this game. So that's that. So your two opponents are Airbuster and Reno. Airbuster actually requires magic lightning damage in order to beat. Reno actually requires ice damage, and you actually have to have Circle and X. So Tifa and Cloud are really, I mean Tifa and Sephiroth are really good here. And if you have Aerith and she has her silver staff, she's really good on this content as she's able to AoE these guys into existence. So those are some things you need to think about when building your team because you're actually going for fast clears here, and AoE is actually strong in this regard. So looking at the Monster Hunter crossover event, I'm really disappointed in the fact that they did not change the actual monster itself, though it's changed in how it functions. It looks the same. I understand that these developers have to cut corners in order to save money, but a lot of people spend money on this game more so than I think they should. So the fact that they've done this is a little disappointing. But let's go to solo. And if you look at this guy, Silver Rathalos, grants self fire potency up with incandescent state and uses powerful fire elemental magic abilities. Force god stability can be depleted with magic abilities. Poison resistance, fire resistance are effective against his enemy, so you are going to have to carry Poison Asuna. But his weakness is lightning and water, so there's a couple of teams you can build. But the optimum choice is actually Tifa, as she has a strong water arcanum suit, and she also has a strong now lightning arcanum suit. So she'll be able to just dust this guy with high investment, and you'll have an easy time. So just keep that in mind that Tifa is optimum in both sides of Bombers and Rathalos, as she just has every tool that she needs in order to win. So Rathalos is just basic. He's weak versus lightning. He's resistant versus fire. That's not going to be a big task in order to complete. But the reward is Glenn's weapon. And I have to say that it looks good, but overall it is sus. It's not as great as Carrot Stick in my mind, because Carrot Stick gives you magic attack and fire potency. Boost ability potency is too broad. If it was boost magical potency, then it would never exist because the devs would never give you a free to play weapon that powerful. So I guess we have to settle with that. But it does have magic attack boost in two slots and attack boost in the top slot, which is actually really good. because this is meant for D Brave and D Faith and stuff like that. So it's a nice looking weapon, but it's trash. So in the exchange pool, you're actually getting some really good stuff. The mithril ingots is a must. Mithril ore is a must. All this stuff is a must, especially this Glen Pacific weapon part. Super must. These two are must. I think now that we have reached level 80, memory shards have become even more important. This stuff you can wait on. You don't even have to bother with this stuff in my mind, in my opinion. Choco Booster bookmark, you don't have to really worry about it unless you want to rush your clock or whatever. But this is a must, the synth crystal, and this is good and all. But yeah, the main pieces are at the top. And if you like don't actually get everything that you want, but the stuff that I mentioned, you won't feel bad at the end. The Rathlos mantle is where it's at. You really want to get these things because character specific parts, no matter how much, is really good. The 10 stamina is good, so worthwhile investment. That's why I think the magic builds are more important than the physical builds, as when you data purge, you get a higher chance of getting Rathlos mantles. So that was that. I think it's really important that people who play co-op realize that not everybody is as seasoned or good as them. So don't be so harsh. Don't like kill the team pool where you just bolt out when you see somebody weaker, because this is a growing community we have to help. So the crossover draw on Tifa and Aerith. Like I said, Tifa actually is the winner of this hands down. At first, I thought her weapon at first glance was bad, but then I really looked at it and it's absolutely cracked. I think Kimura Wand has a place, but it's just not as valuable at this point than Kieran gloves. The Kieran suit is really good, boosts magical ability potency and 11 blade arcanum. So it's the first magical arcanum suit, which makes it important, as this is the only way you can actually build a magic lightning god build, and there's no other way to do it outside of Kieran suit and her weapon. And her weapon makes it easier for you to spam Ramu to its maximum degree. So Kimura Dress gives you boost heal potency and buff and debuff extension Arcanum, which is really good, but Kieran Suit is better, and I'll go over why that is. But you get the bonuses from having these weapons. But I do think I have to check to see if the bonuses from the other weapons are still effective, because that'll really suck. So of course you get the Kieran pack where you get two Kieran gloves. You get the pack, so that's really good. And then you get another pack and a Kimura Ron pack, basic stuff. So the crossover campaign and step up draw, we'll talk about that real quick. So with the missions, I think these missions are easy to clear. So for campaign, all you have to do is do battle ranking at least 3 times and you get 20 tickets. And then you do your stamina grind and you get another 30 tickets. Not bad. And if you consume stamina here, you actually get more crystal, which is really good. So overall, this is a really easy campaign to clear. And all you got to do is log in, and that's that. So not bad at all. I do not like these step up draws, but I must admit that it has gotten better from where it started, because when it started in January, it was absolutely terrible. And the devs knew they needed more free temples. So you get one here, and one here. And overall for 3,000, for 9,000 red crystals, you're able to potentially potentially get like three weapons, but they're not guaranteed. I mean, they're not guaranteed. I mean, sorry about that was Zach. They're not guaranteed for the crossover weapons. So that's what I don't like. That's what gets me. If you're gonna do this, if you're gonna make it enticing, it should be guaranteed weapons from, excuse me, the crossover banner. And I think more people would be invested in it, but I'm just not because you gotta do two loops, which is 18,000 crystals to get a guaranteed two with vouchers. Where if you actually got a guaranteed random one between Kyurem Ghost and Kamura one, that'd be way more enticing. So I just felt that the devs can do just a little better. Just give us the guaranteed weapons, and that'll be all right. So when we go into shop, the best deal in the shop is always the packs where you get red gems and weapon parts. So you get two guaranteed draws here. You get 8,800 red crystals there. You get, this is new, a bonus mental ore, but this is really good. So I actually like that. I think the next best deal actually has to be this, but it's not that great. But here, these are two really great deals. So I actually like this. So I think I'm going to get the Aerith one twice, and I'm only going to get the Tifa one once. And I'm just going to go ahead and get this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that. And I'll do a free pull at the end. So, yeah, I think these are extremely good because you're actually doing controlled spending. Controlled spending is where you spend to get something that you exactly want, and weapon parts are one of the few ways to do that. So I'll always value this over anything else in here. So it's this, potentially this, and definitely these two, and what I just pulled. So, and the character training difficulty update. This is not true, but the character experience 8 is true. So we can go to solo content, and you will actually see that there is a new training quest as character experience 8 here. But when you go here, it's, oh yeah, so this is true. So there's two character experience. I didn't see that. I didn't go down far enough. So I'll do those two later. But if you already have all your characters level 80, then it's kind of not worth it. It's just for the 10 crystals. Because all my characters are level 80, so I really can't take advantage of it. It's only for newer players on free-to-play accounts. But still, I'm glad they think about the newer players coming in because they always need help and you always want to grow the community. So that's really good. So let's end this on hopefully a good 10 pull, a good one pull. Let's see what I get. I really like the new content. I just think there's some places they can improve, but seeing as we're getting free 10 pulls every day, it's hard to complain. Oh, I hope this is good. Oh, you gotta be blanking me, bro. This is something that I was actually looking for. You gotta be blanking me. You gotta be blanking me, bro. You gotta be bleeping me. I'm actually gonna get a OB6 Maritime Sword. I'm actually trying to OB10 that because it's his last elemental weapon outside of the limit break weapon. So that's super fire. That's absolutely fire. Because I have his Sky Splitter and his Murasame at OB10. So that's absolutely dope, man. I probably may use this on the Monster Hunter event because the new Rathalos beast is actually wheat versus water. So I'm gonna have to use that. But anyways, guys, if you like my content, hit the like, share, subscribe button. I will be coming out with strategies for the Monster Hunter and battle ranking, but I think I'm probably going to focus more on Reno. So I just have to think about that. But anyways, have a great day and laters.